this is Dash from Bloom Where You're Planted, and I haven't posted a video in so long. I have missed you guys, I've missed sharing my adventure, and I missed hearing from you guys. Some of you reached out and were worried about us and said, are you guys okay? Why haven't you posted a video? And I want to reassure you that we are fine. We did have COVID in August, mid-August, and it was tough. It was a tough disease, I'm saying, but we got through it and everybody is just fine. So why haven't I been able to post videos? Well, I'll tell you the reasons, and you might be surprised at the main reason, and there's one way you can help with that. At least you can pray with me for it to change so that I'll be able to do videos again. But one of the main reasons, or one of the reasons I haven't posted videos is, I'll show you. It's a little reason, but also a big reason. You'll see what I mean. You guys, a baby changes everything. I take care of this little guy for my niece during the week, and he has just captured my heart. So another reason is I am a busy person. When I'm not watching baby, or as I'm watching baby, sometimes I'm homeschooling my kids. I have a high schooler I'm homeschooling and a 5th grader, and then I also have a part-time job. And unlike some video channels, YouTube channels, where they're working on the farm full-time together and earning their living from YouTube, my husband has a full-time job, I have a part-time job. So I want you to be encouraged by my channel that you can homestead, you can grow your own food, much of your own food, and also have a job outside the home, or be homeschooling and have that all-encompassing mom job. You guys know, you other moms can relate, that is a big job just in itself. So I have been busy, but that's not the main reason I haven't been able to post videos. The main reason I haven't been able to post videos is my computer. I have just pushed it to its limits, you guys. And we tried adding some RAM to it and increasing the speed, and it wasn't possible with this computer. So also, I have an editing software that was never really meant to run at the capacity that I'm needing it to. It's pretty slow process. It's meant more for home videos and weddings and things you share with grandparents. It was never meant for a YouTube artist to use. So I have also pushed my editing software to the limits. But without a bigger computer, better computer, I can't upgrade to new software. So this is where I'm getting bogged down in. It's not the homesteading, it's not the projects, it's my computer. So if you guys could pray with me about that, I would really appreciate that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna make a comeback, and I'm gonna keep using this system and put out a video every Friday for you guys. That's my goal. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna trust in the Lord. If He wants me to continue doing this, then He is gonna provide, because He provides, He equips us with everything we need to carry out His will. And He started me on this journey of growing my own food and teaching others to do that. So I don't think He's gonna leave me here. So I'm excited about making a comeback. I'm excited about sharing my adventure with you guys again, and hearing from you and hearing about your adventures. You guys are so encouraging to me. I thought the best comeback video was a video of how I almost lost my garden and how I fought for victory to get it back. Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. It is just a mess. It is a mess. To be fair, 2 things contributed to the mess. I planted chives over here, which I thought would be tasty on a baked potato, but they go to seed, and then the seeds drop and they're just solid chives. And so this whole corner is solid chives, and yeah, it's forced to be reckoned with. And then the other side, we have something in Texas called Bermuda grass, and a little bit crept into the corner of my garden, and it has little runners, very invasive. So little crept into the corner of my garden, and I kept cleaning it out and keeping up with it. Finally, didn't have time to keep up with it, and it just took over. It just took over. And if you leave just even a little bit of root, of rhizome in the soil, it comes back. So I could honestly mow this corner of my garden, you guys. I know. But never fear. Chip drop is here. Yay! Cardboard and chips are gonna heal this situation, so do not fear. I'm gonna get the east side of my garden in tip-top shape. It's gonna be a lot of work though, but I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Okay, you guys, I sent my helpers in because it turns out this job of clearing these chives out is not for the weak of heart. It has been a battle, a hard one. I'm almost done. I have one clump left in the bed. So if somebody offers you onion chives, just smile and say, no thank you. Or put them in a pot and watch them carefully, but don't let it take over your garden. All right. Nobody wants that many chives. Nobody has that many baked potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up and be able to say homestead victory. Looks like I'll be ready by tonight to spread wood chips in this corner, cardboard and wood chips. So I am one step at a time winning my garden back. Woo! I'm moving my mountain. I'm so glad I made this pathway through the wilderness, because my driveway's on this side of the house and my garden's in the front yard on that side of the house. So it's a little bit of a long trek, but it's the only place I can have a chip drop done. So I'm reclaiming my garden. I got my fight songs. Let's do this. You guys, I did it! Homestead victory! I got this whole corner cleared of the grass. Well, I can never pull up all the grass, so what I'm gonna do is a little solarizing. I'm gonna let the sun work for me in this situation. It's great to have my garden back. Victory! Did you see the rooster that I decided to keep? He is really something, isn't he? We named him Rocket, and he's our farm alarm. So that's really cool. But having this rooster in our flock has changed things a little bit. Sometimes he rushes me, so I have to keep a big stick whenever I walk into the chicken yard. So that kind of has changed the feeling of the chicken yard. I used to come and like watch my chickens peck around, and so peaceful, and now it's a little bit yeah, a little bit more intimidating. And if I had small kids that were coming in picking up eggs, that would be really problematic, but I don't. My youngest is 11, so he can fight off, he can carry a stick and fight off this rooster if he needs to. So he doesn't rush us that much. It doesn't hurt us, it just scares us. So we keep a big stick with us whenever we're gathering eggs or going in the chicken yard. He is a copper Moran. So that one right beside him, the little black one, is also a copper Moran. So I'm hoping to hatch some eggs from these two, and they lay a really, really dark red egg. Look at this really dark red egg, you guys. Isn't that amazing? So beautiful. So those of you who watched me before, you know that I had my other rooster go through Duke's door. I'll show you. Into a cage in the garage so that he wouldn't disturb my neighbors, because I used to have a neighbor behind me that was a little older and well, she didn't enjoy being woken up at 5:30 in the morning by my farm alarm. So, but she's getting hard of hearing, so it's not as much of a problem anymore, and my rooster doesn't fit through the door. Rocket doesn't fit through Duke's door. He is a bit bigger. So, right on cue, we've decided to just let him crow. And so far the neighborhood has embraced it and nobody has had a problem with it. So we'll just see. I really like my farm alarm. So I'm hoping to get some hens that lay that dark egg from these two that I can sell to other people who also want that really dark egg in their egg basket. So that's kind of fun. One of the things we're pulling out of the garden after the hotter than hell period here in Dallas, Texas, is these beautiful scarlet beans. And also Swiss chard. Swiss chard is one of the few things that we can get through our hot summer sometimes when we have a mild summer. A lot of people don't know what to do with it though, so I want to show you some things. So first, remove the beautiful ruby ribs and give it a rough chop. We're going to start this dish with bacon because bacon is like the meat candy. It makes everything better. And my whole family makes fun of me because I chop my bacon with scissors. Well, come on, it's efficient. Leave me a comment if you too use your scissors in the kitchen. To that bacon, we're going to add onions from our homestead, chopped onions, and cook that down a little bit. Then we're going to add that wonderful green Swiss chard. And just stir it around, and you'll see how it really cooks down quite a bit. I really like it when it's that really still that bright green color. And what I do with it, you guys, my family again makes fun of me because I like to eat breakfast salads. I just get a bed of greens and put Swiss chard over it and a beautiful egg from the homestead, and that's my breakfast. It's a good thing.
Hey you guys, this is Dash from Bloom Where You're Planted. A friend of mine has a little hive. Well, actually a friend of mine recommended me that has a little hive in her sprinkler box. And so we are going to take this beautiful little hive out of this location and take it and nestle it in a safe new hive where it can thrive and provide us with honey on the homestead. So I'm excited. Today I'm a little bit nervous actually. But a good friend of mine, Greg Peterson at the Urban Farm in Arizona, once I was doing an interview with him and I said, I'm kind of anxious, I've never done anything like this. And he said, something that's always stuck with me, I thought it was wise, he said, let's change that nervous to excited. And so I'm just gonna make that shift to excited about this new adventure. I usually have someone with me, but I wasn't able to get anyone today, so maybe that's the reason I'm a little bit anxious, because I'm all by myself. And sometimes you can definitely use two hands for this sort of thing, but that's okay. I can do this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. All right, let me get you a look at these beautiful girls. There they are right there. They are really busy. Okay, I'm going to set up my tripod so you guys can watch and get to work.
All right, you guys, the equipment that I brought to this bee rescue this is called a nuke box. It's what they sell a nucleus hive in when you buy a starter hive for a Langstroth hive. And then those bars are top bars, those wooden bars are top bars, because I'm not putting this in a Langstroth hive, I'm putting it in a top bar hive. So I am ready. I probably went through those stickery bushes like, I don't know, 50 times at least that day. When you give the bees a little smoke, it doesn't really calm them. What it does is it tells them that there's a fire nearby and that they need to fill up with honey because they're about to have to move. So it gets them off of you. Attention isn't on you, and it's in consuming honey because they might have to find a new hive. I'm shaking as much of the bees as I can off of the comb that I'm getting out of the box in hopes that I get the queen.
Good news, I think I have the queen. They seem like they're fanning, telling the other bees the queen is in this box now. So I'm going to work on wrapping up these frames with some baby bees in them, some brood, a little bit of honey, so I can take that with them to their next hive.
One piece of equipment that I really wish I had brought, and I will in the future, is some sort of board or maybe a folding wooden TV tray that I can lay the comb on to tape it onto these bars so that I can take it to their new hive and they'll already have that start. So yeah, it was just a mess all over the ground. It got acorns and dirt in it, and it would have been a lot nicer to stand up and do this project. Definitely, this is where you could use another set of hands taping that comb. But I try to get as much as I can fit in the box on the top bars already so that I can just take them and transfer them into their new hive. Now this piece of comb is really important because it has brood or baby bees in it. And that's important because these bees are going to hatch out and be their next workforce.
Okay, I'm going to try to get these baby bees back in there. Hopefully we've got the queen, you guys. Cross your fingers.
There I go through those bushes again. I really got my workout that day. But if you can get the queen in the box, which I think I have at this point, all the bees will just start marching in.
The march in is really something to see. Still a lot of bees on the outside though. This might take a while. The march in. Yes. Hey you guys, it's the next day. They were having a party last night when I came home, and so I didn't want bees everywhere. They were out playing croquet, so I didn't want bees everywhere. This is not my yard, this is my sister's yard, my brother-in-law. So I'm ready to put them in their new home. Come along. You might see there's a princess box there. I forgot my 5-gallon bucket to the bee rescue, and so she had that box for me. So I just put the extra comb in there and taped it up. So that's what that is. All right, let's get busy.
My brother-in-law built this beautiful top bar, And I'm sorry, no, I don't have plans for it. He's a brilliant carpenter and he just kind of sketches it out and then builds it. We put netting on that top part. It's hard to see in the picture, but before we had trouble with bees hanging out in that cathedral ceiling and building comb up there. So we put some netting there and hopefully that will work out better for us. Now I have the bees down there under the top bar in a mesh bag. It's actually a bag that you use over a patio for mosquito netting essentially, and it's just my insurance in the car ride home to keep the bees in there and not out loose in the car while I'm driving. Now some of these pieces of comb were too square. They need to be cut down into the triangular shape to fit in the top bar. So next time I'll definitely keep that in mind, because to cut them, I need to cut them in the shape in the first place when I collect them, because cutting them after was really hard on the bees and hard on me too.
I'm not looking for the queen. I am just interested in getting lots of bees in here, and hopefully she will be one of them. I'm thinking she will. Alright. But she might still be in this box.
Now all I have left is to close up the hive. Sometimes when I have all these bees buzzing around me, I like to just sing praise to the Lord, just to calm me down and just to enjoy the moment.
Your presence is before, behind, beside, all around me, within me. You are for me. You are with me. In the morning, in the evening, in my coming, in my going, in my weeping, rejoicing. You are for me. You are with me. Amen. 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 I'm done. Bee victory. I'm exhausted but happy. Bye guys.